Okay. I want to share my screen. So, game is over. Rockets win 140 to 127. That scoreline indicates to me it's just nothing but bad defending. It's just like who's gonna score. So that's already like a problem. You let them score 140 points. That's too much. That's too much. And when you think about the fact that like Kevin Durant, played 23 minutes and had 20 points, like a lot of their guys, their main guys didn't even play like regular minutes. It's not it's not good enough. Like that's the bad part. The problem is the defending. And it's not like the one-on-one defending could do with some work, the isolation defending, but from what I saw the biggest issue was the rebounding. The amount of times that the Utah Jazz let the Houston Rockets come in and get a rebound and get a second rebound and get a third rebound and get a fourth rebound. Like it's just too much. They had second, third, fourth opportunities to score every single time. And it's too much. Like it's way too much. I think this is the reason why a lot more of the experts have the Utah Jazz the way in which they do. Because if you can't solve that issue, um, then like where are you going? Like that's their biggest problem. It's the defending. Did I like what I saw from the players? Taylor Hendricks, good return from Taylor Hendricks. Like out of 10, I'm probably gonna give Taylor Hendricks. I'll give him an 8. I'll give him a solid 8. Started off well, went pretty silent. I think in the second quarter, and probably little bit of the third, but came back. And I thought like he had a decent all round game. You know, like he was good. You know, he wasn't great, but he was good. Yusuf Nurkic really impressed me. I'm gonna give him an 8.5. And I say that, I know you're seeing the 12 points, but if you didn't watch this game, Yusuf Nurkic impact on this game was one of the best throughout all the minutes that he played, throughout all the quarters that he played. Yusuf Nurkic was one of the Jazz's best players. He was there rebounding, he was passing the ball, created chances for other people. He put himself in great opportunity to help Ace Bailey and Bryce Sensabaugh be what they can be. Svi Mihailuk. Svi, man, that man there, wasn't a fan of, if you didn't know. Wasn't a fan of Svi Mihailuk. And I say that because Svi Mihailuk spent most of this game just getting turnovers. He had the most, though. He was joint first with turnovers. And I know Yusuf Nurkic also had 4 as well, but just bear with me. Svi Mihailuk for me was just meh. The turnovers, and they were back to back turnovers, man. I watched him have like 2 or 3 in a row. I was like, holy, like, what is going on, Svi? He had some bad moments out of this game. Did have a few good moments. Hit down a 3 that I saw, but I'm not a big Svi Mihailuk fan. Like I know that he understands the game, and he he's a little bit of an older player. I think he's like 26, and I know a lot of people have talked about him potentially moving into coaching if he wants to. But I'm not a Svi fan. Keontae George, Well, Svi Mihailuk, I'll give a 6. Like I wasn't a fan of his, and you could disagree with me. Leave your comments below if you disagree with me. Keontae George played as a point guard for most of this game, and I thought had a good game. He was one of our best players, Keontae George. 28 minutes, which is probably around like what he's going to get for the rest of the season. I think between 25, around that 25-minute mark. That's what he's going to get. 2 out of 5 from 3, which means that he's probably roughly around 40% from 3. 9 assists. That's what I want out of my point guards. 9 assists in the game. 2 rebounds, 4 fouls. But I really liked Keontae George. I thought he had a good game. I'm also gonna give him. I'll give Keontae George a 9 in this game. Like there wasn't much that I could really talk about Keontae George that he did wrong. Yeah, like he didn't do much that was wrong. I just didn't like the fact that he was playing as a point guard. But like he did the job that he was asked to do. And then when he wasn't asked to do the point guard job anymore, he got buckets. That's what you want. So well done to Keontae George. So for me, I gave him a 9. Ace Bailey, player of the game. Gotta give it to Ace Bailey. 31 minutes played, got a ton of minutes. He needs the minutes. He didn't even play in Summer League. Like the real Summer League, not the Salt Lake City Summer League. The Vegas Summer League. 25 points. 11 from 16 out of from the field, and 2 out of 5 from 3-point, which is 40% from 3. Had 1 free throw, made it. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Damn good. And gave you 2 turnovers. I'm going to give him a 9.5. I think he was very good. Only thing I'd criticize him is that you want to see a little bit more on the creative side. But again, that was because that was just not his role. But very, very, very good performance overall from Ace Bailey. Did exactly what was asked to do. Defended well. And when you think about the fact that this is the first time that he's really played for the Jazz for more than 15 minutes, I thought this was good. Kevin Love, start with the bench now. 12 points in 20 minutes. 3 fouls, 4 turnovers. That's not good. 1 steal, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. I thought Kevin Love had a good game. I'm going to give Kevin Love an 8. 8 out of 10, same as Taylor Hendricks. Thought he had a good game overall. Was the experienced vet. Nailed down his free throws, which is exactly what you want. Which is kind of the opposite of what Jusuf Nurkic did. He only got 1 of 3. But was very good. Field goals, 3 out of 3. Hit both of his threes. Good, solid performance from him. Again, the only criticism is that you could tell when he was getting tired. But I'm going to give him a solid 8. Cody, got to give a 5. Apart from the beginning of the games and a little bit in the third and the fourth, I hardly noticed Cody. Hardly noticed him at all. Played 13 minutes in this game. That's probably going to be around what he gets for this season. He will not be getting 20 minutes. I can guarantee you that. He's going to be told, hey, you got 13 minutes. Go make it happen. Show me something. And I'm telling you this, if he winds up with 2 points in 13 minutes, you're not going to make it. Like, I'm being absolutely serious about this now. Cody Williams, if you think like, oh, it's preseason, yes, I know, but you can't be this bad. You can't be. 2 points in 13 minutes. Like you just no. Like you can't be this bad, Cody. And I know this is preseason, and I know some people are gonna be like, it's only preseason, stop freaking out. I know. But I can't help myself. It's plus minus. The second worst. Just let me do my thing, and then you can comment or leave a comment below and complain to me. I have no problem with that. Minus 10 on the plus minus. 2 personal fouls. Like, I didn't notice it because, like, he hardly did anything. No rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks. It's like he wasn't there. It was like he was invisible. He's like a ghost. Like, honestly, this screams like how it was last season. Like, you just hardly noticed him. Whatever's going on with Cody, like, as a Utah Jazz fan, I'll say this. I'm looking directly in the camera to say this. I really do wish you the very best, but you gotta change that around. You can't you can't end up with this, man. Like 13 minutes and you end up with 2 points. 2 points, really? Like like dude, listen. Like I know people are watching this. They might be thinking he's freaking out, but you realize that Cody averaged 20 minutes a game last season and got you 4 points. Like what he's doing now is similar to what he was doing last season. Like that can't happen. Like Cody, no. Like it's not like no. Nah, and I'll leave it at that. Cody, 5. Bryce Sensabaugh. Hmm. So I gave Key a 9, and I think I gave Ace Bailey a 9.5. Hmm. I probably gotta give Bryce. I gotta give him a 9. I gotta give Bryce a 9. And the reason why I'm gonna give him a 9, and the reason why I feel like Ace Bailey is the best player from this game, was just that even though Bryce was an absolute marksman, he was just letting it fly, doing what he does best. I still feel that when it came to some of the other parts of the game, assisting and creating the defensive side, I think Ace Bailey was just doing more. Like correction, I noticed it more. I noticed it more out of the game. I noticed the connection between Yusuf Nurkic and Ace Bailey. I didn't really notice it. Like it wasn't like other people were really like feeding Bryce. Bryce was just like, "Yo, ball, gotcha." Like he was just he was a full blown sniper on the court, which is great. Like as a Utah Jazz fan, like I be a sniper, go out there, like make it rain. But I guess I wanted to see more, and maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on Bryce. I thought he had a great game. Let me make this perfectly clear. Bryce had a great game, but if I'm distinguishing between Ace Bailey, Keontae George, and Bryce Sensabaugh, like Ace is gonna get my 9.5. I don't give out tens because that means you've had a perfect game. And perfect games would probably mean that this -7 goes into a plus. And yes, he plays for the Utah Jazz. If he played for a better side, maybe it would have been different. Maybe I'd have looked a bit different. But like in this context, like I got to give Ace a 9.5. And in the context of the situation, the fact that this is really his first like big game. Like he's never really played big minutes for the Jazz. Didn't really play much at Summer League. They really just said, hey, we're going to lock you down. You're not doing anything else. So that's why I'm going to give Bryce a 9. Then you got Kyle Anderson there, similar to Cody, and that ended the game with 2 points, but in 17 minutes, 6 assists, 2 blocks, 2 rebounds. I think for the minutes that he was out on the court, I think it was pretty poor. But I don't think it was as bad as Cody's. Now, I gave Cody a 5, so I'm going to give Kyle Anderson a 6.5. Just wasn't enough on the production side. Tangible results. Like, that's what we're not getting from Kyle Anderson. But I felt his presence on the court. I understood what he was given. And I noticed him, which is different than Cody, because I just didn't notice a lot of Cody. Like, I wanted to notice Cody. That's the thing. Like, I thought he had a great summer league. Like, people were talking about, like, oh my god, like Cody's body looks great, and like he looks like even better. But like, I hardly noticed Cody in this game. So that's why I'm going to give Kyle Anderson a 6.5. Elijah Harkless, he didn't get much minutes, but got 3 points in 9 minutes, gave you 1 rebound. He's a -1 on his plus minus, and had 2 personal fouls, which, yeah, I remember those. And that's because, like, he defends really, like, he's there in your face, in your grill, like, yo, what, fam, bring it. You know? But like, I really like Harkless's game. And he did again what he was asked for, wasn't given a lot of minutes. But again, I gotta give him more than Cody, you know? So like, I'm gonna give Elijah Harkless, I'm gonna give him a 7. Like, I think it was a good performance from Elijah Harkless. I think he could probably give you more if he played more minutes. And you know he's been told, hey, you know, prioritize for the big fella, Ace Bailey. You know, prioritize for Taylor Hendricks, prioritize for Keontae George. Then there was a Matt Murrell. No idea who this guy was. He was on the bench though, didn't play. So can't rate him. Then finally, it's Walter Clayton Jr. So Big Walt, 7 points in 20 minutes. He gave you 3 assists, 1 rebound, no blocks. Turnovers at 3 turnovers. So not the worst, but did have 3. And at least just looking at his plus minus, did have a bad matchup. You know, understandable. You know he was going to struggle. The height difference, the length difference. That Rockets team has some of the longest length, like, in the NBA. They have 10 guys, their bench and starters, who have 7 foot wingspan. Like, that's gonna be tough for a guy that's 6'1", 6'2". Like, it's always gonna be tough for him to go up against a guy with a 7 foot wingspan. Like, that's just like that's crazy. That's even nuts to really think about. But I thought Walt was okay. I knew he was gonna struggle, but I'll I'll probably give him a 6.5. So I'll give him just under good. Like, I think he was all right, but like, it wasn't one of his best games. But yeah, that is my rating for this game. I really do think that overall good performance from the guys. Need to sort out the defense, particularly on the reboundings. Definitely, I think that's where they let just too much. Let the Rockets have too much. And when you think that the Rockets were not, and I repeat, they were not pedal to the metal in this game trying to annihilate the Jazz. Because if they'd played Kevin Durant for 36, 38 minutes, it'd have been a different story. I'm just telling you this. So definitely the defending on the rebound side, it's just too many second, third, fourth chance opportunities. If they could shorten that even just a little bit, then they could do a lot more. If not, there's probably going to be a lot more games like this. But it doesn't matter because I'm a Utah Jazz fan. We're all Utah Jazz fans, or at least I hope to think that we're a Utah Jazz fan. Oh, who knows? Maybe there are even some Houston Rockets fans watching me in the stream right now. But you just have to hope that it's another opportunity for the Utah Jazz to show what they can do. But I really like what the Jazz showed, and you just have to say on to the next one.